work with anybody?
I'm sorry?
Are you working with anybody?
Am I working with anybody? You mean any of the Coast Guard guys? No, I'm not working with any of the Coast Guard guys.
Okay. Just wondering what you were doing, taking pictures and stuff.
I'm taking pictures. That's what I'm doing.
That's all I'm asking. Who you're working with or why you might be taking pictures.
Gathering matters of interest for the public.
Okay. And who do you work with? Do you have a card or anything?
No, sir, I do not.
Okay. Do you have an ID on you by chance?
I do.
May I see it?
You may not.
Why not? You're on government property.
No, sir.
Okay.
I'm on my property. You're actually on my property now.
Negative. This
Yes,
is all government property. The government owns this right here. And you might not know that, but that is in fact, this building here and all this is government property.
Does that include where I'm standing on the public street here?
I don't know why you're being like this right now. I'm just trying to watch out for my shipmates. All the recent activity with law enforcement and all this other stuff. I'm here looking out for my shipmates. That's all I'm doing.
You're being confrontational. You're coming across as being confrontational with me. Okay,
so to be that way.
Oh, okay, so let's start over. All right, because I don't want you to be that way.
Okay. I'm Officer Bradley with the Coast Guard.
Officer Bradley?
Yes, sir.
Are you one of those shipboarding guys?
Yes, I am.
Cool. I like that.
And the only reason I'm asking is because I don't know if you're the same guy that was down there at base a while back down in Galveston taking pictures or doing the same thing, you know? You might have been doing that. And there was concerns about it. I guess people had said something about it, and that's the only reason we're out here asking. Because people are just concerned with law enforcement things and people attacking law enforcement and all that kind of stuff. And that's the only reason we're out here asking you. If you want to take pictures for hotel matters and say, hey, this is where the Coast Guard base is, there's no problem with that. But if you're one of those people that's like, hey, trying to gather information for your own sense and doing something else, that might be kind of bad, that's why I'm here asking.
I have no ill intent and no ill in purpose. Okay? That's it.
And can I ask for your name then? What is your name?
I would rather not give it. If I see a sign up there, it says that this is kind of like Homeland Security or something. Yeah. So I mean, that's not a good thing. That's you start taking people's names for taking pictures of public buildings. I know what happens. What happens? You end up on a terrorist watch list.
No, that's not what this is for. It's my own satisfaction here asking you, because that's all it is. You have to understand that I'm here asking because I don't know who you are. And if I came to your house and I'm standing in front of your house with a camera or a GoPro and things like that, and you would be upset. You'd be like, why is this guy in front of my house? Why is he filming my house?
You're absolutely right, but this isn't your house.
It is. This is my family. I've been a part of the Coast Guard for a little over 10 years. This is my family.
Well, it's my family too, and they're above and beyond my family. They're my employees. Okay, so I have a vested interest in seeing that you guys are safe.
That's why I'm here.
And I've told you I have no ill intent. I have no desire to harm anybody. I'm just out here taking pictures. That's it.
That's fine. But how do I know that? All I'm asking you for is your ID, to see who you are, just to confirm if you're being truthful to me.
Okay, giving you my ID.
I'm not taking it anywhere. I just want to see you.
All I'm telling you is, if I give you my ID, that doesn't tell you if I'm going to throw a grenade over the fence or not.
No, it doesn't.
All that tells you is who I am. And I assume there's cameras here. I haven't really looked, but I'm sure there's cameras around here somewhere.
Yes, there are cameras.
They have pictures of me. They can run facial recognition on me and figure out who I am pretty quick.
There's no reason for that kind of stuff. Because
I agree, because I'm not going to throw grenades over the fence and I'm not going to harm anybody. Okay. I'm going to take my pictures and I'm going to leave.
But that's what I'm asking you for. I'm asking you why you're taking pictures of a government facility.
Okay. This is like a circular conversation. Okay, listen very carefully to what I'm telling you.
I'm listening.
Okay. I'm gathering matters of interest for the public.
Okay.
Okay.
And
let me finish. Let me finish.
For why? Where's it going? That's what I'm asking. Are you putting it up on Google? Are you putting it on a hotel website? Are you putting it in your own personal files? That's what I'm asking.
Okay. And if you'll let me finish now, gathering matters of interest for the public for publication on my site.
Okay. And what site do you run?
I'd rather not say.
Well, why not? If it's for the public, I'm the public.
Well, and when it's published, maybe you'll see it.
How am I going to do that if I don't know what it's for? I'm not on the internet, like, you know what I mean?
Well, give me your email address and I'll send you a link. How's that?
Okay, come over to the truck, I'll give it to you.
I'd rather not go over the truck. I'll wait here for you. But if you want to write it down, I'll be glad to send you a link for it.
Don't worry about it. It's
Well, I'll tell you what. If you just say it, I'll have it. I'll record it. It's recorded here, so I'll have it.
I'm not worried about it. I'll look for it.
Okay.
What are you done taking pictures, or you got more to take?
I'll be out here for about 10 or 15 minutes. I mean, I don't know what all is here. I didn't know this place was here. I was just driving down the road, looked up and saw the Coast Guard thing, and I'm like, oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, so it's a Marine Safety Unit. We're the guys that take care of the big shipboardings.
Right, I Googled it real quick to see what it was.
Okay.
Yeah, so.
That's it.
Oh, that's not good. So yeah, I'll be here probably 10 or 15 minutes, get some quick shots of the building. I'll be gone.
Okay. All right. All
right.
You have a good day.
You too. No, I'm good.
That's why you're taking pictures?
Well, I'm not right now. I was letting them get inside so I don't catch anything like secret or anything, you know, your passwords or anything like that on the touch panel over there.
Do you have ID or anything? Or are you a news media or something?
All the above.
Can I see your credentials?
I'd rather not show them.
Why is that?
I don't have any reason to. I haven't broken any law. I'm not doing anything wrong. I'm just taking pictures.
You're taking pictures of a government facility.
I'm taking pictures of a tax-funded facility.
But it is a government facility. You are aware of that?
I am. It's Coast Guard.
Yes.
Yes.
So can I see your credentials if you're a news media?
I'd rather not show them. I just explained to
He won't. He doesn't.
Mr. Bradley.
He's on some. He'll get put on some kind of terrorist watch list. He doesn't understand that this is a government facility, and with all the recent exposure we've had of law enforcement and attacks, that this is why we're concerned right here speaking to him.
Okay. Enough of this. Your fear does not trump the United States Constitution and my rights. I understand your concerns. Okay, I addressed your concerns. Okay, it's time to stop. Okay.
You're not addressing my concerns, because when I asked you for your ID to verify who you say you are, you won't show it to me.
And again, who I am is irrelevant. It doesn't stop me from throwing grenades over the fence or shooting people or anything like that, which I have absolutely no intention of doing. Let me make that perfectly clear. Okay? I'm saying knowing my identity does not prevent me from doing something wrong. Okay? This is just what you're trained to do. It's a reflex. Okay? I've worked in law enforcement and I understand what you're doing. Okay? It's a reflex.
You should understand our concerns.
I do understand your concerns, but you're not understanding my concerns. Okay?
I understand your concerns. You're trying to exercise, you're saying the Constitution, you have rights to do all this. I understand that. But when you start doing that, I don't see you walking down the street filming somebody's house and the postal guy. You're over here doing a government facility.
I don't pay for these people's houses.
No, but you pay for the street then, obviously.
I took pictures of the street. I took pictures of the street sign down there. You sat there and watched me do it. Okay? But I don't pay for these people's homes. I won't take pictures. I wouldn't go to your house and take your picture.
Right.
Okay?
So all I'm going to say is while you're out here, we're going to be out here just making sure that everything's okay on the up and up.
If you want to waste your time, that's up to you.
It's my diligence duty. And if you being in law enforcement, you should know that. And that's for concern.
There you go.
It's all right. We'll just call the
Thank you. Or send one of your investigators out. I mean, you got plenty of them in there. Good. I have a camera in one hand and a cell phone in the other. I have absolutely no weapons, not even a pocket knife. Okay? I'm no threat to you at all.
That's fine.
Okay?
I'm not a threat to you either, so.
Okay. Well, sometimes I wonder, not so much about Texas City, because you guys have always been good, but, there are places where I go, as you can imagine, where the police are not so
I'm
friendly.
assuming you're taking pictures or whatnot out here?
I am.
Okay. What are you taking pictures of?
I was taking pictures of the building over here.
What's on the Coast Guard building?
Yes, I was taking pictures of the front of the building, and some Coast Guard guys came up and molested me. So I went around the side. So maybe
molested you?
Harassed me. Is that a better term? Hoping that they would just kind of go away, which they didn't. They followed me, and so I walked away, walked up in the neighborhood, and they followed me. You know, like they would treat a criminal. And I'm offended by that, and so I'm fixing to go over there and take some more pictures.
George X-ray
From the public right away.
779, George X-ray Lincoln 7779.
Where'd you go in the neighborhood?
I just walked down the street. I don't even know what those streets are, but just walked down the street to give them a chance to leave me alone. You know, I'm not trying to have a problem with them or you. Okay, all I'm asking is my rights be respected, and that's a public building, just like that's a publicly funded car. You know, I can take photographs of either. I have no ill intent. I explained that to them.
What is your purpose for these pictures, if you don't mind me asking?
Gathering matters of interest for the public.
What interest?
Well, it's a federally funded building. It's the Coast Guard. You know, they do a lot of like boat inspections and things like that. You know, things that normal people don't ever get to see or know about that might find interesting. You know, additionally, that facility is, you know, we're in a hurricane zone here. A hurricane might come through and wipe that building out at some point, at which time, you know, there are networks that might buy that footage from me as B-roll footage to use for whatever purpose they use it for.
Okay. Well, I was called out here to make contact with you.
I understand.
So the only thing I can advise is, obviously, it is a gated area. There is access. It's not actually open to the public because it is gated, so you need some type of passcode to get inside that gated area.
Sure. I'm not going back there. I'm not going to enter their property at all.
Okay. You have a nice day, sir.
Officer Gonzalez?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. You have a good day.
You too.
And by the way, everything that I just told you, I told them. I don't know.
Sir, you shouldn't be taking any pictures of that. Stop. Hey! Hey! How are you? What are you doing?
Taking pictures!
No. You can't take pictures of that. Turn it off.
I can!
Okay. We'll talk to you in a second.
Okay, see you in a minute.
How are you?
I'd be doing better if you guys would quit treating me like a criminal.
What are we doing? How are we treating you like a criminal?
I got a couple of your guys following me through the neighborhood over here like I'm just some common criminal.
Yeah.
All I did was take pictures of a building that I own.
Oh, yeah. You own the building?
I do own that building. I'm a taxpayer. That's a tax-funded building. That's my building. Wouldn't you agree?
No, I don't. I don't agree. It's privately owned. It's not owned by the government.
The Coast Guard doesn't own that building?
That is correct.
Who owns that building?
I don't know, but it's privately owned. We lease it. I can tell you that.
Well, okay. It's the same difference. You lease it. That means that
it's rented.
Okay. I pay for that lease.
You pay for a rent.
Okay. I do that.
Sure. So do I.
I agree with you.
How's your camera working? Is it okay?
It works okay when I've got it running.
Okay.
You know, right now this one is running.
Good.
And here comes the other guy that's not happy with me.
Okay.
I can get your name?
Wally Cutchins, sir.
Wally Cutchins? What do you do here?
What do I do here? May I get your name?
You can call me Good Citizen. How's that?
Yeah. Great, sir. Awesome. Well,
keep going the way you're going, you'll get a name. How's that? I always like to encourage good behavior.
Well, I don't know how else to be nice. I'm not going to beg and plead for a name.
You won't. You don't need to. You don't need to.
Okay, but what I can tell you is it's a government facility.
Yes, it is.
And Homeland Security is very concerned about whether it's private citizens or someone wanting to do us harm, filming the facilities and filming our resources just for security reasons. As a good citizen who's concerned about taxpayer money, I hope you understand that.
That's a good ploy. I like that. I've not heard that one before.
Yeah, well, that's a reality.
Yeah, okay. Now, may I retort?
Yes.
Okay. Homeland Security, which you guys are part of, has indicated and put out a bulletin that states that it is okay from public property to photograph publicly funded buildings, including theirs.
Yes, sir. And you're absolutely right. But you do bring up some security concerns when not only are you filming occasionally, but you're standing out here with several cameras. You're wearing a camo hat. We all wear camo.
It's Texas. Every third person has camo on.
But you're bringing attention to yourself, whether you want to or not, just in the activities that you're doing. And I hope you understand that as a good citizen. I hope you understand that. It raises our awareness.
Absolutely, I do understand that, and I, have no problem when people come out and ask me what I'm doing. I'm always very honest about what I do.
Right.
I'm not hiding anything from you. I didn't hide anything from Phillips, I think his name was, the first guy that came in.
Okay.
And
so someone's already talked to you today?
Yeah, uniformed guy pulled up out there, and I guess he's the one that called the Texas City PD on me.
Okay.
But I told him exactly what I'm doing, and I'll tell you exactly what I told him. It's a publicly funded facility. It's unusual. A lot of people don't see this place because you're kind of hidden back over here. You guys have a very unique mission, okay, in your vessel boardings and whatnot that you do offshore and stuff, which people don't normally get to see.
Right.
So I was taking public photographs of the building for public consumption from the street, and everything that I photographed, miracle of miracles, is on Google Earth.
Yeah, it's all. It's
So
all out there anyway.
I made a very specific point to not photograph license plates or the entry thing over there. When they came up here, I pointed my camera down and I told them I'm not photographing what you're doing. I'm mindful of your security. However, okay, and I'll tell you what I told them, okay? We pay you guys to do a dangerous job, okay? And I appreciate what you do. However, your fear does not trump my Constitution. Okay, and I'm engaged in a First Amendment protected activity.
Sure, and I would change your wording on that. It's not our fear; it's our concern.
Okay.
And as a taxpayer, what we're doing here is not top secret. Sure. What we're doing is all published, and you can find it easy on any Google search.
That's how I found it.
Yes, but I'm active duty retired, and so is he. What we did for a living, there's no secrecy to anything that we've done. I don't understand the interest in the building. If you like, I could sit down with you and tell you everything we do.
You gonna give me a tour inside?
Huh? Once I see proper credentials.
I was fixing to say, but you're going to require identification for that.
Well, yes, sir. Of course we will. That's protocol.
I have to think about that.
That's protocol.
Okay.
And that would be anybody, whether my wife wants to come on board the unit, my own child, they're going to have to be ID'd and signed in at the front, and that's just it's an accountability, it's a security issue, and it's just protocol. That's standard procedure on everything.
Are you planning to detain me or arrest me or anything?
Sure, I'm not a law enforcement officer.
Well, a lot of Coast Guard boarding guys are because you work for Homeland Security have that. I was just going to say I hate tying him up. He could be running emergency calls and stuff.
What we do?
Oh, I guess he had to wait for the captain.
Yeah, we're not law enforcement. We're not here to detain you. We're just here to inquire what is your intention. If you just want to film the place all day, is that all you want to do?
No, and I was gone. I was leaving, and your guys followed me back through the neighborhood for like 2 miles. Okay, and I will not be treated like a criminal by your staff. It will not happen. And if that's how they're going to behave, I will come back here. I will film that gate. I will film every person that comes and goes through that gate and anything else I can see. I don't want to do that. I don't want to be the bad guy.
No, I don't want to say they were. I hate to think you thought they were treating you like you're a criminal, and if you do, I'm sorry for that. But if someone was filming your own residence or taking a lot of pictures outside where your family is, you would have some concern as to what that individual was up to. And if you tell me you wouldn't.
Okay, but this is not your residence. Okay,
no,
this is not my building. I got to rephrase that.
Right.
This is the building that I pay for you guys to operate out of.
Right.
Okay, so
I don't want to say we live here, but on a lot of military installations, people do live there.
I'm former military myself. I understand these concerns. I don't object to the concerns. Okay, it's how they're addressed.
Yeah.
Okay, that is the issue. Okay.
Things have changed a lot since me and you were both active duty.
Yeah.
So things have changed just with the Homeland Security and the terrorist threat. I mean, and we've had terrorist attacks on you know, yesterday was in Germany was a big one. We've had individuals in Turkey.
I've seen it
yesterday. So we never, you never know who is doing what, and so there's always that level of suspicion. And when you bring unwanted attention to yourself, and whether you're not, it's wanted or not, just in what you're doing, your activity alone is bringing that extra attention to yourself, and it heightens our sense of awareness on what is this individual up to.
Okay, so obeying the law.
It's not what I'm not saying you're doing anything illegal.
Is drawing attention to me. I mean, what more can I do? I mean, you guys have the bulletin. You're obviously aware of the Homeland Security bulletin.
Just stop back and look at how we perceive you. It's a perception issue.
Sure, but now take the other side of that coin. Step back and look how I'm perceiving you guys now. You're being they were
very professional.
You absolutely. I have no issue talking to you. I have nothing to hide. I didn't have anything to hide when I talked to the gentleman out front with the gun. I mean,
yeah, and he wasn't here. He wasn't wearing a gun because you were here.
No, he's coming from work. I got it.
Yeah,
I got it. I'm just saying, I didn't have an issue with that.
Yeah.
I even offered. He asked what I was doing with it. I told him. I said it's for public consumption, and I told him, if you give me your email address, I'll send you a link to what I post. I'm not hiding anything.
Okay.
And you know, the big issue here is the other guys that came out, that captain and the original guy. I think his name was Phelps. You know, their big issue is we want identification, and I said no. Absolutely not. Do you know why? Not because I'm hiding anything, but two things. Let me finish. Two things. Number one.
Well, you asked me why.
Yeah, well, I'm sorry. It's a rhetorical question, but number one, knowing who I am doesn't stop me from throwing grenades over the fence or shooting somebody. Okay, which I have absolutely no intention of doing. Just make that clear. Okay, knowing who I am does no good for that. All right.
No. All
that it does is get me put on the terrorist watch list for taking photographs of a building that I'm allowed to take photographs of.
Well, sir, if you don't want unwanted attention, I will just leave it at that. Then I would take your picture and move along.